Hey, what's up? Rhyming. This isn't a Monday video because it's like Wednesday, which means it's like Tuesday. My bad. But I actually did make a Tuesday video for Monday, but then it turned into like a 20-minute rant about this, that, and the third, and I was like, nah, it's the holiday seasons. We don't need to put that out there. But the gist of that video was, how can I monetize my channel? How can I make it worthwhile for me? Something like that. And I'll just give us some examples of this, and it just went the way it went, how it always goes. That's just how it always goes. But so yeah, I'm open to suggestions. Let me hear what you guys got. Now I will say though, if someone puts anything ending with, and then you get new subscribers, that's not a viable plan for me. I don't want new subscribers. I want to motivate my old subscribers. But yeah, I'm open to suggestions, and we could have a little talk. Hey, look, there's my shadow. There he is. Hey, you see me holding the cam? That's how I do it. Me, all by myself, holding the camera. Get shit done like that. All right, today's a big day. I got 5 photo shoots starting from 12, ending at 11. And it's crazy, I got different types of photo shoots. Yeah, it's gonna be cool. I try to do my strategy where I book the studio and I leave just enough space where no one else can book it. And then so for example, 2-hour slots, I book 12 to 2, then I book the next one at 3:30 to 5:30. So no one can book it. And I'm hoping that they don't sit there and like try to kick me out and then try to bring me back in. Cause I put 2 of the shoots in between those, so I'm kind of saving a little money. But in the States, they give you, in the States, I paid same amount 1 month. So I paid what I'm paying for 2 hours here, I paid that for 1 month, and they gave me like 13 hours in a month. And you could have different price strategies. But yeah, this is Japan. Gotta make it work. All right, what else? Good morning. He must have recognized me. He was saying, "Aren't you that guy on YouTube? I seen you, man. I seen you." Anything else? I guess that's all. Even dogs know me, man. Even dogs know me. All right. Once again, I want to let y'all know that I have released. But I didn't release. All right. So, all right. Basically, the channel is Rhyming Gaijin. It kind of rhymes. Not a perfect rhyme, but Rhyming Gaijin. You might have noticed I like to rhyme all the time. It makes me smile when I freestyle. So this channel is the second channel. I actually had a channel before this, starting in 2006, give or take. Channel was mostly about me, black guy in Japan, rapping. I rapped everywhere. I rapped on trees, I rapped in the sea, I rapped on top of Mount Fuji, and I was doing that for a minute. Then along the line, some people started saying, "I like the channel, but I don't like rap. Rap is whack." They kept saying that. And it kind of like, what the hell? That's who I am. And they just kept shouting, "Rap is whack. That's a problem with black people." And it was like noise to me. So, and this was back in the day when we had the chance to become a partner. Now you're probably saying, what the hell is a partner? Well, a partner was a program devised by Google to separate us. to make some feel better than the others. Well, let's keep it real. That's what it was, right? And once you became partner, they gave you all these bells and whistles to make people who are not partner feel all jealous and work harder to make partner. I don't know what kind of car this is, but maybe y'all like that kind of car? But anyway, back to partner, right? So I started my channel, and at that time, there was not many black people that were partners on YouTube. So that was something I aspired to be, for the simple goal of saying, you could do anything if you put your mind to it, right? So I started going at it, trying to shape up my channel. And one of the things I did was make a whole new channel. That way, the powers that be will be like, hey, let's make this guy a partner. And I remember it was Christmas when I applied, and on Christmas Day I got the email from YouTube saying, we regret to inform you that your channel is not up to our standards. You are not able to be partner. I was like, what? So I was really sad. It was Christmas and I was alone. It was like the worst Christmas ever. And I was watching It's a Beautiful Life, or Wonderful Life, black and white movie. And I was just sad, man, sad. So I talked to some other YouTubers and they're like, you know, you gotta do this, man, you gotta do this. And I was about to sell my soul to do basically they're like, lose the music, don't do music, do this, anime, and talk about Japan and shit. It's a working formula. It works, I know, but that's not me. I didn't want to do that. So literally the day I was like, all right, I'm gonna delete the channels and start fresh, I got an email from YouTube saying, hey, we have selected you to become partner. And I was so happy, and I remember I made that video saying I'm partner, and then the haters came out of nowhere. Whatever, man, now you're corporate now, you sold out, man. Don't be partners, man. That's how it is, right? Fast forward to today. When you sign up for YouTube, you are a partner. Right off the bat, which kind of flattened this hierarchy, because before there was people at the top because they're at the top. Now everybody's kind of on the ground floor fighting for the pennies that they throw at us. All right, so I made this channel, Rhyme and Gaijin, my old channel Messi Pro 1, which incidentally a month later that became partnered too, so I have two partnered channels, which really means nothing today other than a little partner thing that may or may not be seen on mobile phones, right? I don't even know where I'm walking, and I better go back this way. All right, so yeah, so then I was taking reading self-study about business, and then I did business classes. And one of the things they talk about is A/B testing. This is mostly a marketing thing. Basically, you test your product with this group A, and then you test your product with that group B, and you change little variables, or you look at the changes between the two groups. All right, let me give you a real life thing. Actually, for example, say you're trying to get a girl, right? And you heard that all girls like blue shirts. So you go and buy yourself a blue shirt. Now, if you just do that, you will not know if it worked or not. So then you buy yourself an ugly, whatever you color, a maroon shirt, right? So you got two different shirts. And then you just basically go about your business as usual, and you see if changing your shirt makes a difference in what happens to you based on what the experts has said. And after a week or a month or however long you do this, you'll have conclusive data saying A or B. And you can do this as many times as you want, but it gets pretty complicated. Of course, you can use Excel, which is really complicated, but basically big data, right? Big data. So for my YouTube channels, I did that. I applied the 80-20 rule, and I used Messy Pro 1, my old channel, as the test for Rhyming Gaijin. So 2 channels that I own that I can get the analytics and see what would happen if I deleted some of the better videos. And it was supposed to be like a 1-year thing, but it went on for like 3 years. And my data is conclusive. Interesting, but the problem that I have is it's my data. I actually need another YouTuber's data, someone unrelated to me, where we could compare. Kind of. We're still not apples to apples, but interestingly enough, people who watch Messy Pro 1 are not necessarily watching Rhyming Gaijin, and vice versa. And I only bring this up because I have met people who, when I'm like, yeah, I got another channel, like, I don't know about that other channel. And if you look at some of the comments that just popped up when on some of the videos I just released, they're like, why is there 5-year-old comments on there? Which is so hilarious, because the video is 5 years old. That's why. So yeah, so now the videos are back up there, and it just blows my mind, because when I was making those videos, like, that's pure, that's like uncut crack or cocaine. I don't know drug references, but excuse me, but that's pure. Like, I'm freestyling for the sake of freestyling, not trying to get views, not trying to blow up, not trying to do anything. I just love to hear myself freestyle, and the technology that I had to use to make that possible. There was another comment, I can't really hear any of the words, it's kind of, well, you imagine 5 years ago there was no way to record your voice and walk in real time. Like, this isn't like an overdub thing, this is real-time freestyle. So I had to figure out how to do that, and I managed with lots of wires, mini mixers, wireless, Bluetooth. Today it's really easy. You just buy a microphone that plugs directly into your iPhone. I don't know if Androids, I think they do. And there you go, you got your CD quality, and I think they're getting better. But back then we didn't have that, so I made it work. And again, when I was doing that, I remember people telling me, oh, I can't hear it, it doesn't sound like a video. Like, that's all people do is complain. Just enjoy it, was my feeling, my sentiment. But yeah, please watch them. This kind of ties into back to the beginning of the video. How can I monetize? How can I make this lucrative? How can I make this worth doing? And like, one thing is, if any of those freestyles had 1 million views on it, you know, some A&Rs would start sniffing around it. Who is this guy? If a lot of them had 1 million views, labels would start calling. Who is this guy? And if, you know. But one thing I won't do, is I'm not gonna spam people. Check out my shit. I'm not gonna beg people, please check out my shit. That's not me. Which means those videos probably won't get watched without someone's help. Y'all. So, anyway, we're up to 14 minutes, and I gotta get back, prepare for my shoot today. 5 shoots. But yes, I'll make another video before the New Year's, but I'm planning on doing the New Year's sunrise event. Basically, you take a picture of the New Year, or you take a picture of the sunrise. It's gonna be so cold, man. I'm cold right now, so I need to figure that out. All right, I'm out. Peace, rhyming. Cheers.